Come in, come in.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Ankita. How are you?
I'm good, sir.
Feeling good?
Yes, sir.
Please sit down. Now I can see you are a student of zoology.
Yes, sir.
Sonipat.
Yes, sir.
You see, on the one hand, I hear that women are having a lot of problem in Haryana and they are not allowed to come up well. On the other hand, I find many bright women coming for interview from Haryana and many bright women participating in sports events, going right up to Olympics. So what is this? What is the truth?
Sir, Haryana has always been in highlights because of its low sex ratio, which used to be around 870 per thousand male as per the census 2011.
Yeah.
But right now the sex ratio is improving, and one of the main reason for this disparity lies within the rural areas, that since they are not well educated and very much aware that women can do very well, and they are doing well in sports as well as in other fields. So I guess one of the major reason for this disparity is the rural areas where they are not very much aware, and since they prefer son over having a girl child.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you have on the one hand Gurgaon and other hand you have rural areas where
Yes,
women are actually in a way suppressed somewhat.
Yes, sir.
Now there was this Ram Rahim who was given parole by the state government.
Yes, sir.
What is this case about? Can you brief me a little bit on that?
So, the case was related to the organization or the Dera Sacha Soda, which was run by Ram Rahim.
Ram Rahim, yes.
Yes, sir. So,
What was the accusation against him?
So, as I'm aware of and as much as I can recall, there were allegations of sexual harassment or harassing people or exploiting people by the owner of that organization.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then why was he allowed to go on parole? And what is the latest observation on that? You haven't followed it?
So, I haven't followed
There was a
it.
High Court, instruction on that.
Oh,
Do
yes,
follow
sir.
because it belongs to your state.
Yes, sir. I'll read.
If I ask
about
you
that.
4 or 5 very important things of Haryana, what will be those?
Sir, Haryana has always been an agriculturally prosperous state that has contributed almost 45% of rice and 65% of wheat regularly to the central pool.
Okay, the agriculture is one.
Yes, sir. Second would be that it is known as sports hub, as 1/3 of the medals in almost all international competitions are won by Haryanvis.
Yes, a sport hub. Good.
Yes, sir.
Then?
So third would be it is counted among the most industrialized and most developed state in Haryana, in India.
In India.
Yes, sir. So as it has the highest per capita income in India, and also there are around 250 fortune companies which are present in Haryana.
Very good, very good. Yes. And go to some historical aspects of Haryana.
Yes, sir. Sir, there are certain districts in Haryana which have been mentioned in Mahabharata, like Kurukshetra, and also Sonipat has also been known as Swarn Prasth, which is one of the 5 Prasth mentioned in Mahabharata. And if we go back to the ancient culture also, there have been traces of Harappan, pre-Harappan, as well as the medieval civilizations that have been found in Haryana.
Some Indus Valley civilization ruins found somewhere?
Yes, sir.
Where?
Sir, it is Rakhigadi, Farmana.
Okay.
So not
some other battlegrounds? Big battlegrounds?
So Panipat.
Panipat is very good. Very good.
3 battles of Panipat have.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay, Ankita, you are done from your MSc from Zoology Department, Delhi University?
Yes, sir.
What are the specializations?
So my specializations were reproductive biology and endocrinology.
What are other specializations there?
So other specializations that are present there are entomology, fish biology, and genetics. protein and
Physiology?
physiology is part of reproductive biology, and yes, sir.
Have you heard of Big Cat Alliance announced a few days back?
Yes, sir, I'm aware of it. Yes.
How many big cats are there in India?
So I'm not aware of the number.
Okay, tell me 3 species of panthera in our country.
So it would be tiger, lion.
What is the species?
So Panthera tigris, Panthera leo, and Panthera pardus. Yes, sir.
Institution of Khap Panchayats, extra constitutional bodies. But I'll say that these bodies are conserving the culture of country, Haryana, and traditions. So oppose this statement.
So Khap panchayats have been referred to as kangaroo courts by Supreme Court itself, and there are certain issues with the Khap panchayats, that they are endogamous organizations which reinforce patriarchy and casteism in society. But in my opinion, and as what I'm aware of, sir, there are certain Khap panchayats which are now trying to modify themselves. They are trying to promote women empowerment by promoting campaigns like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao.
You're supporting this. You're supporting my arguments. I asked you to oppose my arguments.
Yes, sir. Sir, since they limit the choices of women, they issue diktats, especially against women, and they are generally involved in the cases of honor killing, which are prevalent in rural areas of Haryana.
Okay, just tell me this Citizenship Amendment Act 2019. What was the objective, and for which all countries it is?
Sir, Citizenship Amendment Act was introduced in 2019 by the Government of India to provide citizenship to persecuted non-Muslims, especially from especially from 3 countries, which are Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh.
Okay. Fariste scheme you heard of in Delhi? Lot of controversy coming, fight between CM and Lieutenant Governor.
So I'm not aware of this scheme, but I'll definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Ankita, what do you know about India's neighborhood policy? 2-3 neighbors you talk about: Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Maldives.
Sir, India follows the principle of neighborhood first policy when we consider the neighborhood. But there are certain issues that have been recently highlighted and also have been in news, especially when it comes to Nepal. There is issue of big brother attitude of India, that there have been allegations of Indian actors playing a major role in the politics or trying to influence the politics in Nepal. When it comes to Sri Lanka, sir, India has always tried to be a good friend to Sri Lanka and always tried to provide help to Sri Lanka, as also recently during the Sri Lankan crisis, India has provided help. Then third, sir, when we talk about Maldives, sir, it is because of the diplomatic issues that have recently failed, that Maldives is supporting the India Out campaign, which is majorly because of the politics. Because so what we generally observe in our neighborhood is that there are two political parties. One is pro-India and one is anti-India. So whenever there are elections or whenever the change in power comes in, so the relations of the neighboring states changes with India.
Let us take these in terms of national interest of Maldives. By playing with cold and hot policy with China and India, does it benefit Maldives? that kind of policy, does it help help the government of Maldives? Forget about India, only Maldives.
Yes. Sir, I do not think that such kind of policy would help Maldives, because India has always been a major partner for Maldives. Majority of tourism of Maldives has been from India only, and since these changing policies would further create problems for Maldives also, as the debt crisis that they would face from China would create another hurdle for them for their development.
In these circumstances, what India can do in respect of Maldives and Nepal?
So, in my opinion, we can try to mend the big brother attitude and have a better diplomatic relation with the neighboring.
You want to maintain big brother attitude, or
No, sir, I want to mend. I want to work on the big brother attitude that the states, that these countries perceive. Yes, sir.
so equality is one thing. In relationship, try to be equal.
Yes, sir.
At least in
Neighborhood. Yes.
neighborhood. And the economic diplomacy, how far it is relevant? Economic, technology, and all those exchanges. Cultural.
So I believe there have been significant economic or cultural relations that India has developed with the neighboring states.
Cultural alone will not do. Economic matters. Economics matter.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Last question, I would say, you were doing reproduction,
Reproductive health.
reproductive health. Fertility rate is a key concern in either way. India is facing high fertility. What measures we should do? With reference to Haryana, of course, we will not say Haryana, India.
So, as highlighted by the recent NFHS survey, the fertility rate has already is already decreasing in India. Since if we look at the total fertility rate, which is 2.0 in most of these states, and considering that it should be 2.1 that, for the exact replacement ratio for any country. So I believe that the fertility rates are declining in India, but since we already have a large population, so the stagnation of the population will take time. And so
Here, a selective policy may be required. Some states fertility rate is too high. Some states fertility rate is low. So it is not uniform. What do you say?
So I believe instead of targeting the fertility rates or instead of having any strict policy, we need to work on the development of these states. Because if they get appropriate education, if they get appropriate industrial development as well as employment opportunities, so population and as well as the fertility rate will itself decline.
Okay, biome research is going on very high way now. Biome research is important for immunity boosting. Immunology and biome research, how are they related?
So
I mean gut bacteria, gut flora.
yes, sir. So since gut bacteria play very important.
Only bacteria, microorganisms, so many of them.
Yes, sir. Since microbacteria or bacteria play a very important role in maintaining the healthy digestive system in humans as well as in other organisms. So, developing a healthy bacterial growth or the healthy organism growth for immunity.
Read, okay.
Yes,
This
I'll
is
read.
important.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Ankita, sociologists have lamented the adverse sex ratio in Haryana. Okay, more sons than daughters. Okay, but you are a reproductive biologist. I have also studied zoology. So let's have a counter view. Okay, In the whole of animal kingdom, particularly mammals, we see a very strong preference for sons. Okay. A recent paper in Nature also established that orcas, menopausal orcas, they very much protect their sons rather than their daughters. Okay. So it's a natural thing. Why should we lament about that? Because you see, for genetic improvement, we need more sons. Is a fact than daughters. Yes, we need more male than female for faster genetic improvement, and that is how our human development has come about. We have evolved very fast in the whole animal kingdom. Okay, so I'll argue that. How about that? Will you like to agree or disagree?
Sir, I would like to disagree. Because it
Why?
is not just the evolution that matters, but it is also the equality in the society. Because it is not just zoology or the biological part of a society or any.
No, killings are bad. Okay, embryo killing, or adult killing of women is bad.
Yes.
But why? What happens if it is a natural thing?
So if it is natural, so we cannot control the X or Y genome being selected naturally, but we can certainly control the other.
If the rest of the animal content is doing it, why should not the human beings do it? What should be so immoral about it? Anyway, it's a complex question, but think about it if you have some time. Okay. My next question to you: you are a student of Miranda, but you are from Haryana. Okay, and you would be a neutral person in that respect. Gurgaon and Noida, they happened at the same time. Okay, they happened for the same purpose. But why Gurgaon flourished whereas Noida couldn't flourish? What was the role of the social institutions in the two places which led to the success of Gurgaon, not Noida? Yeah, you yourself said no that we are the highest, and all Fortune 500 companies are there. They are all located in Gurgaon. So why Fortune 500 in Gurgaon, not in Noida? Noida, better infrastructure. There is better infrastructure than Gurgaon.
Yes.
But still, people have not gone there. Why? And what role the social institutions, the so-called bad institutions of CAF have done?
I'm not able to relate how the social.
They agreed that there will be safety. Okay, and because such a institution which has been very socially strong, socially very strong, they ensured that there are no conflicts. Whereas there was no such structure in Noida. Noida, it was all government. Gurgaon was not all government.
How coaching centers are concentrated here or in Mukherjee Nagar?
So here they are more and they are prospering.
Like
but
that,
as
like
compared
that.
to- yes, sir.
Industry, all are interrelated.
Yes.
While we are talking of Haryana, we should also bring out some positives, how it has been done. Although it is done like this, but there are some weaknesses, we should try to tackle that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, not the stereotype, because you are a Haryana girl.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Ankita, good afternoon. So you study or say because of zoology optional, you would have seen a lot of studied about endangered species or extinct species or all these. Do you think protecting them or prohibiting from others to get into that is the solution to increase the species population? Why can't government encourage a lot of private players and rest to do that business more?
Sir, for the first question, sir, definitely for conservation of species and for the ecosystem to function efficiently, conservation of species is much demanded. But Sir, government, sir, as I'm aware of, I do not think that government is preventing private players from taking such steps. As recently as I can recollect, there is a foundation by Reliance, which is named as Vantara, which is taking steps to conserve the species, which is taking steps to collect the animals from different zoos or different areas where they have been hurt. And they are trying their best to take steps to further conserve the to further conserve the species, as well as support the government efforts.
So if we encourage more of deregulation, many private players also can come up with a lot of zoos, so that population gets increased, and at the same time those players are also profitable.
Sir, I believe while considering the regulation of these biodiversity parks or national sanctuaries or wildlife sanctuaries, government should be the single regulator. But when it comes to the efforts, that private players as well as the government efforts both can take place together to strengthen the efforts.
Okay, next. Coming to the Haryana agriculture related aspects, do you think formulas should come up more to develop the entrepreneurship?
Yes, sir, definitely. Farm law should be introduced by the government to encourage the entrepreneurship in agriculture, as well as to increase the farmers' income.
Okay, so in the ongoing ministerial conference, what do you see the main conflicting areas when it comes to agriculture?
So one of the main conflicting area is the legalization of MSP that farmers are demanding right now, and also the banning of there are other demands which are related to the withdrawal from WTO or agriculture or ban on agricultural imports.
So should we withdraw from WTO?
No, sir, definitely we should not withdraw from WTO.
Why?
Sir, because it is not just the benefits that we are getting from WTO while being able to access the world market. Sir, there are also other issues that we would face if we withdraw from WTO, that we will not be able to conduct the bilateral or multilateral trade with other countries also.
Okay. So with respect to the foreign policy, so how is current foreign policy different from 1950s foreign policy, where we are not ready to take stance in both the cases?
Sir, in 1950s, we used to follow the NAM or non-aligned movement. So where we were not ready to support any of the country. We were neutral towards all of the countries. But right now, considering the international scenario, as well as the stand of India, that right now we are at a much better stage as we used to be in 1950s. So now we are taking a stand where we feel that it would benefit us or it would be more beneficial for us. So now we are moving away from the non-aligned movement.
Okay, thank you.
We wish you all the best. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.